Hey, sixth graders, we're back, and today we're going to talk about order of operations. And order of operations is when you have a problem, a number sentence, we need to know what we're going to do first, because sometimes there's a lot of stuff in there and we have to do it in a specific order. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I've got a couple ways I want to show you to help you remember. This is the way I've heard the most often, so we're going to talk about this first, okay? So we always do parentheses first. So if there are parentheses or brackets of any kind, parentheses look like this, brackets look like this, in your problem, those are the first things you do. Okay? The next thing you do are exponents. So for example, 3 squared, this is an exponent, this little number. Or if there is a square root symbol, okay, either one of those we're going to do next. Okay? The next thing you do, and these kind of go together, is multiply and divide. But we multiply and divide from left to right. So if it happens that there's division before there's multiplication, then you do the division first because we go left to right. Multiply and divide kind of go together. Okay, and then our last two is add and subtract. Again, from left to right. Okay, so if it's plus something, then minus something, we add, then subtract. If it's minus something, then plus something, we subtract, then add. Because again, like multiply and divide, these kind of go together. All right? But if you have a problem that has times and plus, we do the times first, then we add. Okay, we don't add before we multiply. All right? So now I've got another way, and this might be a little bit easier way for you to remember. So let me pull it in here. And this is order of operations, and they do this by saying gems. Gems, okay? So they have us remember that we do grouping symbols first. Okay, instead of calling them parentheses, they call them grouping symbols. And there's our different grouping symbols that you could have. Okay, then you do exponents, so that did. Okay, then do multiplication or division in the order they appear from left to right. So remember, I said they're together, and we go left to right. And then subtraction or addition. They put this in a different order than I did, but it doesn't matter because we know we go left to right, and that these two are together. Okay, left to right to work that problem. Okay, so grouping symbols, exponents. Multiplication or division from left to right, subtraction or addition from left to right. Okay, sixth graders, order of operations is a very important thing to remember when you are working problems, because if you do it just from left to right without thinking about, oh, I got to do parentheses first and then exponents and then multiply and divide and then add and subtract last, you're going to get a totally different answer than I do if I use the order of operations. And the one that used the order of operations is going to get it right, okay? So remember, we have to use order of operations. If you have a whole bunch going on in your number sentence, you've got to go parentheses or grouping symbols first, exponents next, multiply and divide from left to right, and add and subtract from left to right, okay? In that order. All right, sixth graders, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.